Hello, you beautiful baby. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking this video. I really appreciate it. Welcome back or welcome. Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Tyra. Over here, I basically just tell you all my business, whether I'm vlogging, reading out of my journal, or just sitting down talking to you. You never know. You may have clicked on a video that's about drama or me doing a reaction. Whatever made you click, I'm so glad you did. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Does everyone remember that one time, right, that I went into my Discord and I'm like, guys, something fishy is fucking going on, right? And everyone went into a panic. Oh my God, what are you talking about, Tyra? You're starting drama. Something's not right, guys. I'm telling you, something's not right. No, Tyra, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Was I crazy? Because I've clicked on some things since I woke up. Was I crazy? Really? Yeah, I don't think I was, guys. I get it. I was the bad guy for all this time, forever. I was the problem, you know? I was the one who did dirty deeds and DMs and shit like that, you know? I was the bad guy. I've never done any of those things. Never done anyone dirty. Never been grimy to nobody. Nope, not me. No one's ever seen leaked DMs of me doing bad things. I don't know, trying to set up people's families and shit. And here's the craziest part. That motherfucker was coming at my head. What the fuck you were taking down his family for? I didn't even do no shit like that. Never called nobody's job in DCFS and shit like that. I ain't never done no shit like that, but I'm the bad guy. I want to say it's extremely difficult not to talk about this and be like, I told you so. I told yous to stop paying attention to popular fucking opinion and use your brains. I'm so mad that it's taken 4 years. So mad. Like, dude, really, it had to take 4 fucking years? And while the pigs were at my fucking head, they couldn't find this shit out then? So all of that energy could be redirected towards people who actually deserved it? I haven't done nothing to them either. I've opened the door of making me a villain of the YouTube streets. Steph and her 2 little friends plotted against me for years. Every move I made was documented and screen recorded and screenshotted. And how do you think she's seen a short that I deleted 2 minutes later? Stalked. Not chased around Florida, but stalked. Like, all of a sudden, snap of a finger, and here we are at the restaurant. Pookie walked me over here, otherwise I would have busted out the camera, right? And then I was like, oh my God, no, why are you coming? I thought he was gonna come and like totally sabotage my filming. It is so nice outside. I knew I had to come outside before the sun went down. She's my favorite waitress, and I'm just so glad she's here. She's like, let me see the nails. She doesn't speak English that well, but she's telling me that they're good, and something tells me these are not good to her. But yeah, it's so nice outside. I'm like, I have to get outside before the sun goes down. And I meant to get out by 5, but I couldn't get this far in the nails until like 6 something. By then I started getting hungry, and anytime I leave the house, I let Pookie know, because obviously I want somebody to know that I'm in the street, right? And he was on his way home, so I just waited for him, and the next thing I know, he was walking me here, and I'm like, no, I gotta film. I tried so hard to film while I was doing my nails. It's impossible. Doing makeup and talking and filming, that's hard enough. Like, literally with a drill in your hand? No, bitch. That's not a thing. Oh my god, today I have watched so much shit, and I gotta talk about it. I don't know, because they're the hogs, if it's even true, right? But like Kirsty, and was Kirsty in that same group chat? And I know you guys would think, like, oh,
okay,
thank you. And I very much think, since you guys all have become privy to who was in that group chat, you would think I'd know all the deets. Me and my friends don't talk about stuff like that. And even though I would love the tea, it's actually fun coming up with conspiracy theories and trying to figure out if things are true or false, you know? If I'm supposed to know something, they'll let me know. And then you think about it like this too. Before you know it, all the truth will be out there anyway, and it ain't gonna matter if my friends told me about it or not. I get to sit back and watch it all unfold. It'll all be a surprise to me. That's a fucking great movie. I honestly can't believe I'm eating on camera, but like I have to. I'm fucking hungry. And of course, he wants a taco. And I told him I would be like heading back to the park after I ate. He has no idea where I film and how I film and all the things, so thank God I don't have someone who asks me like 20 questions every time I leave the house, you know? I can be gone for 3 hours and I would be like, yeah, I was at the restaurant. You don't say nothing else. So yeah, was Kirsty in this group chat that all my friends were in? Or were these screenshots that supposedly came from Kirsty? Are they from something totally different and they just so happen to come out right now? Me here, okay. Let me not forget to follow that up with, I find it extremely hard to believe that if said screenshots from Kirsty came from the same group chat that my friends were in, that is what leads me to believe that Kirsty, they don't have screenshots of Kirsty saying these things. If there was plots, I know my friends. I know my friends. If there were literal plots to destroy this man and his family, I know for a fact my friends would have deaded that shit. So yeah, yeah. That's what leads me to believe that either the screenshots are not real or it was not my friend's group chat. Just gotta say that. And let's not forget how hard Marissa was going for Kirsty. It makes you wonder what Marissa has done that Kirsty knows about, that she would be so protective over Kirsty. People thought I was crazy when I came in my Discord and I was like, something's going on. Tyra's starting drama. She's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. And I'm crazy, without a doubt. But literally 95% of the time when I say I don't fuck with somebody and there's something wrong with them, they're a weirdo, I'm right.
Sai and I had very minimal communication in the DMs, and I forget what made her come in my DMs and what it was, but you know, she was giving me praises for something, and I remember telling her, oh yeah, great job to you too. I fucked out. I don't remember. And you could tell she was like trying to be my friend.
But at that time, because my heart and soul told me some real shady shit was going down, I was playing nice with Housewife and Kirsty. Housewife wouldn't have known better had I not busted myself out and said that I've been playing games with her head for fucking 3 weeks. Really hard trying to be cool with her, because I don't like her. You know, and I remember thinking with some of the things that I would reply to Housewife, I'd be like, oh damn dude, I think you like you're too dramatical with it. Like, you're too obvious, right? Like, she knows you don't like her that much. Like, she's gonna find out you're on some bullshit. She never guessed it. Let's be for serious here. She was faking being my friend too. I don't know exactly the agenda. It could have had to do with Muzz. It could have had to do with Kirsty. It could have had to do with Sarazad. It could have had to do with anybody. She had a reason that she was talking to me too. So I don't feel bad. That race in private, so I could take like the starving away. Oh my gosh. Like, when I want a certain food, I crave that shit like a pregnant person. And I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion saying that I am anywhere near pregnant. That is not even a thing. But, God, and I don't know when I came up with this new relationship with food. I used to be able to eat once a day. You know, fucking 10 o'clock at night, I'd eat something and I'd be good. No, like, I'm thinking about tacos at 3 o'clock just because I know I can get them. That's crazy. But then, I was thinking like this, right? Do I think that the hogs have, like, all this proof of shit on Kirsty? No. I think they're trying to scare her because they found some bullshit she was doing. If you caught Kirsty doing said shady shit, like her homegirls were who her homegirls were. So even if they just knew she was doing some shady shit, like, you're complicit with gross pig behavior still. How does that make you guys any better? He was the worst man. No, he was the worst person to have ever arrived on YouTube. And all anybody has done in 2025 is show him that yous are all just like him. That is so sad. That man never will torture a soul the way he did mine. The only thing real life I've ever done with that man is go to the police department. I mean, that's about as real life as it gets. But, like, at least I went there to get the law involved before I had to, like, go bonkers. Honestly, it was becoming so real to me, you guys. I was ready to jump on a plane and, like, break some laws. Thank you, my love. Oh,
It's okay.
you're the best. Thank you. I love her. I'm taking him a taco, but I'm going to take him the chips and salsa and beans and all that too. And you know, like I've said, I've watched a lot of shit. And I know there's certain people I really don't want to hear their mouth. But when I have to hear what they're talking about, like, I'm gonna listen, you know what I'm saying? Whether I want to listen to them necessarily or not, I'm gonna listen to what they're saying. And he kept saying, I'm not the only one that was targeted. I don't think he would ever do me the favor of saying, Tyra, I have this proof that these women were targeting you. That would really, I think it would really shock people. I think people really, really believed they were good people. And I think that's what's kept me, like, empathizing with people who just, like, by popularity chose to go over by them ladies, right? Like, I get it. Like, who doesn't want to be part of the popular crowd? Even though that means you don't stand on shit and all the things, right? But, like, you're on the internet. Like, who cares what people think about you, or if they don't know you or whatever. You know, if Steph, Marissa, Kirsty, Melissa, if they were behind the scenes in any group chat of any kind, you know, coming up with plans to take me down and searching this platform or that website or pulling this information and all the things, like, that would be true vindication. Because at this point, you know, everything is still up for public vote, right? You know, everyone is still having probably very differing opinions. You know, Steph did the right thing by telling her friends this or that, you know, and then there's people who, Steph is my friend, I'm going to stand by her regardless. And then there's people that are like, yeah, like, we're not going to deal with your shit no more, and now we're going to talk about it, bitch. That last group of bitches, them are my girls. Them are my girls. My homegirls are the dopest. My internet homies are the best out here. Out of every community, anywhere around us, okay? Out of any community. It's the only community of women who are not doing gross pig shit. And you might say, oh, Shelly Abbott. Yeah, because she, you know, told on herself and it was wrong. But was it gross pig? No. It was, I want someone to hear me. I am being abused. It simply wasn't the right thing to do. She wasn't part of a devised plan to ruin anybody's lives. And if there's anybody's life I would love to be ruined, it's the fucking pigs, trust. I literally took all of his abuse. From the stalking to the doxing to all the things. I took it all. The hurt and pain that comes with the things that were said and done when it comes to my children and my family. Nobody deserves that. Except him and his wife. But out of the hundreds of horrible things that I can recollect any of them doing to me, I would never take it upon myself to ruin his life the way he ruined mine. Don't do that shit. So good. And I just made a plate for Pookie. Butter beans, salsa, chips, tacos. I actually, seems especially like recently, like more recently in life, when I do come here, if he wants to eat, he'll come with me, you know, we'll have dinner together. But it's been a really long time since I come here by myself, and he is hungry. I used to, because I couldn't get him to come to the restaurant with me because he was always so busy playing with his friends outside. I used to bring him packages like this, and I loved making his little plate and stuff. So I'm like, I'm digging the little, you know, making the plate and stuff. I love it. I'm gonna try to wait until I have to go potty because Lord knows I'm dying for a cigarette. When you eat a good meal, there's nothing like a good cigarette. I have to get off these cigarettes. I haven't even attempted to vape. I have a vape. I have a vape that I can smoke at any time of any given day. Do I? Nope. I don't even try. But I be real serious when I say that I'm done smoking. But obviously I'm not because I'm not trying. And for that, like, good week, right, where I was totally dealing with the agoraphobia so bad, I was smoking like a fucking chimney. Like, not having money to be able to even get my own medicine, even though I'm not supposed to pay for it. So it wasn't like I knew it was coming and just didn't have, you know, spent the money. Like, I should have been able to take care of that, but no, I was like spending money on cigarettes too much. I was smoked too much in that week. And then that made me real mad at myself. It's like, God, you know, something comes up and you have to pay for your medication that you have to have, because I felt like shit. The medication you have to have, and you can't even fucking pay for it. You know, my girls really are the best, though. Like literally all of them just came together and like threw 10 bucks in there, and I was able to get my medicine at like 8:40 at night.
I got yelled at by a couple of them, you know, like, bitch, why you didn't call me directly? I'm so tired of needing people. I'm so tired of struggling. I'm so tired of, like, constantly being in this really, I'm not going to call it a bad place. I'm not always in a bad place. I'm just always in a really weird predicament in life.
You know, for 2024, it was one of my biggest resolutions to be a better friend. And honestly, dude, I haven't been a worse friend in my whole life as I have been in 2024 and now going into 2025. And it's like, I don't ever want anyone to feel taken advantage of or to ever think that I don't appreciate it. But it's like, I can tell you that, but like, am I showing you that? I have an empty cup, and you can't pour from an empty cup, and I just don't have much to give. But I'll tell you, all this stuff coming out, and a lot of, you know, people, you know, just in recent months, speaking their piece and, you know, finally not being silent anymore, talking about things that I should have known. I should have known my friends were going through those things. I should have been out there and talking my shit and standing up for my friends, standing on that hill with them.
Right here, hi, and we have nails. These you can see good. I just put this on because I want to snap the whole fuck out with this hand, and I don't have the energy. It is 1:30 in the morning, and I am just right here editing this video, but I did have to finish my nails, so I took a break from editing to finish my nails, and I'm continuing editing. Okay, anyway.
I'm just here to say, I can never take back the things that I missed and the things that I should have had all of your backs for. Because Lord knows there's plenty of times in which all of you have been right there for me. I can't take it back. And I will try to not like beat myself up about it. But I will tell you this. If there's drama that I know about, I'm going to make time to address it publicly. So you then feel supported publicly by me. And of course, I will reach out to you and personally tell you how I feel. Either or, right? Whichever is best. And I can't, again, take back not being around for some really horrible things. Especially horrible things that ultimately happened simply because you guys were my friends. I hope that you all understand just how empty my cup has been for a very, very, very long time. And I'm only now starting to realize that, you know. But with this situation,
although many could easily say, oh, well, it's Steph and Marissa and Melissa, and, you know, but of course you have their back now. No. I just happen to have the time now to watch what's going on.
And I'll be damned if I stay quiet and don't stand on that hill with my friends. So no matter what happens in the future, just know that I'm going to be right there holding your hands because that's where I belong. And I will know every dirty thing that's happening, and I will speak on it when I feel necessary. I will reach out to you when I feel like you need me to be there on the other end saying, girl, it's okay. Don't even trip. It's going to be all good. I know I can be that friend in 2025. I know that I'm going through like a lot of things in my personal life, but that is very different than anything I've been through on YouTube. I'm going to do better. And I'm going to make it up to you. And I'm going to show you that I'm an amazing friend. And that's why you chose to be my friend. Because once upon a time, I was obviously amazing, right? And I know I'm not amazing right now. So just please forgive me. Okay, back to the video. And I've, like, failed them all. Shelly Abbott. I watched a video from her yesterday, I think it was. And I learned that popcorn mentions 2 of her children having
incestuous sex.
Somebody talked about my friend like that, and I didn't even know it, and I didn't even say nothing about it. While she's yelling in her video, why is no one saying anything? I know she's not talking about me, and I know she's not talking about our friends, because obviously our friends probably were privy to everything, because they are a very close group knit of friends, thank God. But do you think in any day of any year, in any time in life, I would hear anybody say that about my friend's children and not get on this very same platform and blast your gross ass for saying it? I just learned this yesterday. I actually learned it today. It's just a video from yesterday. First of all, it's cold out here. Like, am I really gonna go sit at the park like this? I have another hoodie with me, so I might be able to last a little bit. But yeah, it's fucking chilly out here. The sun is going down and forget about it. Look behind me. They're redoing all that. So in order to go into the restaurant, you gotta get on that board. That's funny, right? Yeah, I literally had to smoke a cigarette. So I'm gonna smoke like half of it. Try to talk to you guys until like I'm done talking. Now that I can focus without having like to shove food in my face. I was hungry, bitch. I was hungry. And I feel bad because like I know he's waiting on his taco, but hopefully his little plate will, you know, make up for it. Because yeah, he's just not important right now. I gotta talk, bitch. That's the Logan Theater where it's all lit up. My boyfriend goes to stand-up comedy there a lot. And then this is the restaurant. The restaurant's huge. It's not very busy, okay, I'll give you that. But it's huge, and it's been around for a very long time. Like, it's certainly not better than the Mexican food back in Waukegan, like my favorite restaurant over there, but like, it's good food. Yeah, thankfully, I brought my other hoodie, so I might be able to last a little bit outside. It's fresh air, if nothing else, and I'm not feeling nervous to leave the house. I'm not feeling anxious. I just kind of don't want to leave the house. I'd rather be doing stuff in the house that you kind of just can't do outside, right? Like, I can't do my nails outside. I don't want to journal outside. I can film outside, but I can't do TikToks outside. I'm not doing voiceovers sitting outside at the park, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm dancing for fucking TikTok. I don't know. I think with everything going on, I wonder what is going to come of all this. I wonder how many people were involved. I wonder how many people are going to throw who under the bus so they can, like, not get in trouble. I wonder who's going to bust out who because they're scared to death as to what this all means now that it's been, you know, put out there. And like, I get it. My homegirls, they were all part of a group chat, and you know, that group chat got leaked, and yeah, there was some things going on in that group chat, you know, where maybe people were pressuring other people to do some things that maybe other people weren't comfortable with, and you know, venting about an old friend and, you know, just shit like that. So they're certainly not perfect, but considering what has come out in every community around here. Like, the only community standing tall and actually who stands on everything they say is really about that business. Our real ones really are not out here to try to hurt people. You know, don't spend their days trying to figure out how they can hunt people down and all the things, right? Like, the smallest community around. I don't even know if we could be considered a community, because we're that small, really. Think about it. I know we feel like a community, and like ultimately we're a community because we're a side. But, you know what I mean? Like, we're not even that big. And all along, Tyra is such a bad guy. And it must mean, you know, her friends are bad guys too. You guys all did a great job of showing the internet you're anything but for all these years, not just now. No matter what the pig put each of you through, and jugs and popcorns put each of you through, none of you called jobs and CPS and called police departments and all the things. Just like this drama is being brought up all these months later, all of a sudden someone is gonna call their police department and try to say that, I don't know, I think that the pig was hurting his wife or something. Like, why are you messing with him? And how does that have to do with Kirsty, considering he's not fighting with Kirsty? Kirsty didn't call that police department. One of the JJ's, Cindy's, and Chris's called the police department. Someone on that side called the police department. You know, I don't pay attention to them, and I won't pay attention to them, because, like, I'm not listening to them cry about shit that they fucking cheered on for fucking 2 years. I'm not doing it. It's just gonna make me mad, so, like, why would I? Really, right? Like, that has to be someone from over there. And they're all about lawyer, lawyer, cop, 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 lawyer, cop. But, like, no one has done anything. I think it's kind of the same thing as with Steph. She thought, I'm going to go get this RO, and, you know, people are going to start getting ROs, and they're all going to fall in line with me, and, you know, we're gonna take this guy down. And hello, JJ. She went out there like a bat out of hell, honey, on some, like, oh, we're taking this man down. I am leading this group, and I am going to help all of you.
Steph and JJ are very, very alike. They both think they're better than everybody. They both probably come from a past where they had nothing, and now that they have something, that now defines them.
And that, you know, makes them better than.
And that makes them the social justice warriors who want to go out and, you know what I'm saying? Like Jesus did when he walked around and, like, cured people of bleeding and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it could be like a whole God complex. You just don't know. I've been around every kind of female there is, and I pay far too close attention to people who interest me. And when I see you're acting stupid, I'm gonna try to figure out why. And I'm gonna watch you move, and I'm gonna pay attention to you, and I'm going to clock you in my head, yeah, at the very least. Bye. Have a good night.
bye-bye.
See you next time. Yeah, probably. Have a good night. Excuse me. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Yeah, you gotta come out in here because, like I said, they're redoing the sidewalk. Hold on, I gotta light the cigarette. I still had half a cigarette, honey, and I got to have it now that I'm outside. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. The wind has it really chilly. I think if it weren't for the wind, it probably wouldn't be so cold. I don't know what the temperature is. But I'm dying to get on the sidewalk. I don't like being right here. Right though, like a car could come up on me. But I figured since we're going to the park, might as well roll up on the peeps. See who's up there. Okay, let me get closer. Whoa. Your purse just fell off of me. Hold on. Might be. Ooh.
There was a...
Look at the peeps. It would be terrible at this point in the video if their music got my video copywritten, right? That would be terrible. And I don't know how much you're going to hear. Maybe I guess I can listen back.
Look at them two rabbit rats. See the rabbit? Oh, they chasing each other now. Woo, they finna come over. You see the two rabbits?
Why did you call them a rat, dude? Why?
Because I thought they was a rat. Shit, they scared me this time. I figured out they was rabbits. You know, it's got a rat. They looked like rats at first.
It's crazy that rabbits are out when it's this chilly.
I ain't never seen no rabbit right here, though.
Yeah, rabbits being out when it's this chilly like that. And you're right, I don't see rabbits up in the Eagle either. We see them at that other park we go to.
There be a lot over there.
A rabbit rat, really. You know what? He's terrified of fucking rats, so, like, I'm not even gonna be mad at him for trying to scare me, because I think he was low-key scared, right? And that's why he called it a rabbit rat. It was so cute, though. They were so cute, chasing each other. It's actually pretty fucking chilly out, though. Like, you see I have 2 hoodies on, and of course I have my t-shirt and shit on. And I'm cold. Like, I'm not sitting out here for very much longer. So I wanted to come on and end this video. I'll sit here as long as I can, get it edited and shit. I don't really know, like, the purpose of the video, except for, oh my god, I've been watching drama all day, and this shit is crazy. It's absolutely crazy how people who stood around judging other folk. Yeah, friend came over and asked for a cigarette. And you know, I'm that bitch, and I'm just gonna be like, no, I ain't got no cigarettes while I sit here and smoke one. But he's like one of the only people that I like. So of course if he needs a cigarette, I'm gonna give him one. Because if I needed one, yes, very much, right? that person. So when he was like, I don't even have $1, I'm like, boy, you would do it for me. Here you go. I'm out here, right? Like the kids say, I'm out here. But it's cold and I don't need to be out here. I'm realizing more and more that these people just ain't my people. There are literally 2 people besides my brother-in-law that I actually get happy to see. No, 3 people that I'll actually get happy to see. But do I want to even hang outside with them necessarily? No. Like, I'd rather they come to the crib and kick it with Pookie, and you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, like, I just don't care to see anybody. And I don't ever want to come across like I'm better than anyone, because that's certainly not what I'm saying, and Lord knows I've been that way in the past and have admitted to doing so. No. They're just not my people. They worked. It was all good for last summer. Hi. I mean, I guess that's a perfect example, right? Like, nobody cares that I'm holding a stick with my phone in it and I'm talking to the phone. You're still gonna walk up and try to talk to me. And like, we're not even friends. I don't get that. If you walk up to me and you see the camera in my face and you want a fucking cigarette and you know that you give me a cigarette, so I should give you a cigarette, that's one thing, goddammit. Like, girl, I don't fuck with you like that. Why are you walking up on me? I'm gonna go and probably go back inside, finish these nails, see what I'm gonna do with them. But I'm gonna snap the fuck out.
I just wanted to say that.
Yesterday's nails were just half a snap out, okay? Because I knew they were gonna pop off. So, there we go. Peace out, bro. I love how you hold my hand. And
Yeah, I gotta guide you right now.
Yeah.
You on your fucking phone.
No, I'm not. I'm not looking. I'm just holding it. I don't
walk on
ever
the
look.
orange.
Yeah.
I gotta guide you there. Shit. Long thing.
You guide me even when I don't have this phone in my
Yeah, you
hand.
cross the street too. See,
Yeah.
cars be coming quick. Now we done. Hold on. You gotta
I
wait.
feel like
You gotta wait.
now
you gotta do the stop sign.
I have a parent, you know, crossing me to go to school. Are you gonna walk me home too?
I just see it there.
Oh yay. I just feel safer when you walk me home. We're going to Logan. Where are you going, fucker? You stay going to Red Star for what?
They say they teach me.
So what?
Alright, I can see it.
5 cents ain't nothing.
We going this way. We going all the way this way.
People are probably thinking you're manhandling me.
Alright, they got the spot too. For real. Like, some of the time they keep
Wow.
going. Alright, man, across the street.
Now I feel hot. Now that I'm moving.
That's because you're moving around. I was just going to say that. That's because you're moving around.
And that platinum.
That little shot ain't do shit. You don't got
No,
nothing
I
else,
felt that shit in my chest. Don't tell me what it does to
right
me.
there, what is that? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't enough to get a motherfucker warm. That's because you moved and you exercise, you ain't sitting around.
No, I agree. It didn't make me warm.
It's like you exercise and move, that would get you warm. See, most shots are platinum moving. Logan Liquor.
Our favorite Coke spot, Coca-Cola spot.
You should have went to fucking got the three.
I'm not walking over there anymore. Have a great day or night wherever it is you are, and I'll see you on the next one.